Bonsoir, mon amour. C'est jeudi à soif. Thursty Thursday. So we're here for our love reading with the Romance Angels Oracle out of print. Oracle deck. How's everybody doing? I'm good. I'm a little worn out. I've been running amok all day long. I went on a nice long run. And I had a little bit of a workout, and then I actually had time to get some housekeeping things done, and then I actually had time to go on one of my forest walks. I went on like a 2-hour walk. Like there's a forest behind my house, and there's this labyrinth of trails, and I have this like practice of walking meditation back there. I like a running meditation, helps me get pumped and visualize in an active way when I'm wanting to manifest, and it gets me primed in that like high vibrational state. All my energy's pumping, and then I can really visualize my goals. But when I go walk through the forest, it's a more shadowy, grounded, calm, and feminine experience of sort of just meandering and wandering and stopping to look at things and take pictures and noticing all the smells. And it's like a really like quiet state of receiving, and there's no rush. I'm just like sort of like at whatever pace feels good, listening to music. And that's sort of like, I'll get into a trance in the woods, and I'll allow my mind to wander as it will and show me what it wants to show me through my subconscious, like coming up during the walk. So it's kind of the difference between my running meditation and my walking meditation. So I went on a walk for like 2 hours, and I thought I'd accidentally summoned a storm because I thought about it, and I checked the weather, and I was like, no, there's definitely not going to be a storm. And then I thought, well, there's probably going to be, because I thought about it for a minute, and then it got really animated. The whole thing, you know, like played out, and I was like going to be on the run, trying to run from lightning again, in the floods, in my flip-flops. And I was just like, no, I'm already like snowballing out of control here. Just like get a hold of yourself. And there's like no clouds in the sky. There's no reason to possibly think this. And at one point I looked up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, there are like storm clouds rolling in, and like no storms today. I almost lost the light though. It was making me a little bit nervous, but I don't know. When I looked up, I was actually closer than I thought. And then I thought that was the message from the woods today. We're closer than we think. It feels like there's no signs of improvement almost sometimes, because we're always like going through these things cyclically. And I feel like a lot of the initiation periods of this year have been like a door that leads to a door that leads to a door that leads to a door, and you're just like, what's on the other side of the door? It's just another door. It's just another door. So I feel like this whole year is like a bridge that we're building as we go. And so I really do feel that Spirit wants us to know that we're closer than we think to getting some progress in our goals. But it's just the fact that part of the initiation is pushing through resistance, pushing through challenge, building persistence, building stamina. And I mean, anything worth creating is going to need durability. And in order to be durable with something, you have to be devoted and committed and be able to go through the highs and lows with it. And I mean, this is like anything from if you're an artist trying to like express your art into the world and make something with it, and you know, or like if you're starting a family, or if you're starting a new career, if you're going to medical school, or if you're, you know, starting to date, or just getting married, or starting a family, you know, all of those things that are really of great value take a long time to create. And they also, if you create them slowly and steadily on like sturdy foundations, they have the ability to sustain over time and to be long lasting, right? So I don't know why I got into that, but I'm sure there's a reason. I'm an open channel. I don't know. I go into trances really easy. Our first card is Make the Effort. Great love is worth taking steps you're guided to take. Make the effort for your love life, for your dreams. persist through challenges, through times, through dry periods. And, one of the most challenging things, about being single is actually just embracing being single and being happy on your own, so that you're not rushing to be with someone just to have a warm body around, because that is worse. It just sucks up all your energy and focus off of what you could be like, just focusing into your own life to improve your own self and your own circumstances. And it's like just distracting you with basically like love candy, instead of just waiting until something authentically like aligned with you comes along, right? And just like won't take no for an answer kind of thing. So make the effort, but if you're not in a relationship right now, to make an effort make an effort in making your own life the best it can be for you. That way, when you are like meeting people, you're bringing your best life to the picture, and you value all the work that you've put into your own life and your own self-worth and your own environment. So you're going to be choosier about who you let come into your environment and who you're merging lives with, right? If you've got your shit together, you're not trying to attract a wreck, right? Unless you're still going through codependent patterns, which like try to stay aware of those. But right, so we're making an effort. We're making an effort to do things differently this time around. We're making an effort to fill our own cup so that we are not projecting on others. We're not projecting expectations. We're not looking to others to meet our every need. We are like self-soothed, self-satisfied, self-taken care of, because our connection is with our higher power. It's with source. It's with the source of all that is. And so when we realize that all the juice is really coming from that, the ways that it shows up, we can get a little bit more relaxed about it, right? Because the love is coming through everywhere, really. All right, what else do we need to know about this week as it pertains to our love lives? Do we have any? Do we have any love in our lives? We are love. We are the love in our lives. Very soon, the more that we let go and get in a state of, what occurred to me today? It's a lot deeper than just like dating and like Thursty Thursday, but I mean, that's what we do around here. We like laugh, we cry, we get deep, and then we get really shallow again. So like I'm on my run, and I was just like, I don't know, I had just this prayer coming through me, and it was really like kind of powerful and caught me off guard. But then I realized that I was starting to talk to a lot of the, conservative people who are very like white knuckle gripping the old ways and the old beliefs and the old way of understanding things. And I remember growing up, I mean, like there's a lot of us out there who were completely inundated with the end times are coming, like throughout all of our lives. And in that culture, there's this like particular fixation around the rapture. And the rapture is basically what they understood is like when the tribulations are here and we're in the time of revelation, it's going to be very difficult and things are going to be very uncertain and very unstable. I mean, like they are now. But in their mind, they think that the rapture is going to come and take you out of the misery and out of the suffering, like literally, like you will just disappear and be taken up to heaven in invisible elevators. Like suddenly you'll just ascend, right? But that's not really the case. The case is that when we are going through the tribulations of life so that we can have the revelation of awakening of consciousness, the only way that we can step out of the suffering is to be taken by the rapture. The rapture is within us. The rapture is our ability to find contentment and fulfillment and ease and certainty, regardless of the outer circumstances, right? And the more that we can cultivate and maintain an eternal connection with that rapture, because remember we've been learning that eternal and eternity isn't necessarily like a linear timeline of always has been, always will be. It's more of a perpetual, unfluctuating nature. Think of something even more constant than the sun, right? Just a perpetual, sustained, equal flow. That's eternal. That's what we want to get to. And that will connect us with a sense of rapture, right? When our outer circumstances aren't affecting us, when we're not reactive, when we're like at ease and at peace, right? No matter what's happening around us. So we need to cultivate that state of being because it makes us like super magnetic for all good things in life and to attract great experiences, funny moments, like little treats from the universe, big treats from the universe, miraculous recoveries. And, you know, when you pray for people around you, your prayers are getting answered because you're in the right vibrational state to connect to the light. You're not caught up in the resistance of, well, I don't know, is it really going to work? Am I doing this right? You know, you're just connected. So as we get connected, our manifestations grow closer. So maybe there's a new cycle of love coming into your life. Maybe if you're in a connection already, you're close to a deepening and a next level kind of commitment. If you are not in a relationship, it could be that you might be meeting a kindred spirit or having something develop in your love life very soon. If not, I think that what we need to do is develop all of this, this romantic feeling in our lives all the time, and it just makes us more magnetic for the same. But either way, if we are developing that within our lives, we aren't in any hurry to fill that because it's like it's already taken care of. We're not looking for somebody else to make us feel that way. And that means that it's going to come even faster because you're not like needy or like trying to be forcing the universe. You're actually letting go and allowing. And so it allows you to get in a more malleable, kind of harmonious, like mutable, flexible, adaptable state so that the universe can send you something in its own way, in its own time. Because you might be fixating on something happening in a certain time period in a certain way, and you might actually be you might actually be the block, right? So very soon, just let go have fun, don't worry about it. Woo. Stay optimistic about your love life. That really goes along with our theme so far. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Just get into a playful spirit and be in the anticipation of love coming into your life, but already being there. Like, start taking note of all the love that's coming from everyone and everywhere. I mean, even like random strangers will just say things to me, but it'll be like these little oracles from the universe, and I know that I'm loved, and I know that's the universe telling me they love me. Like, I went to see the fireworks on the bridge. I was like on the way back from like hanging out with some friends, and it was just like really convenient for me to stop and pull over and like park and go watch them. But also, like, the blast of the fireworks, I felt was, like, really pounding on my chakras. And, like, already a lot of things have been coming up for so many of us in waves over this month. And so there was just so many layers of things that I was thinking about during that fireworks show. And the blast just kept, like, pounding my chakras and, like, pulling out all this emotion. And I'm just sitting there trying not to be, like, this lunatic lady, like, standing by herself in the dark, just, like, crying, looking up at from a bridge. Crying on the bridge looking at fireworks. But anyway, so I'm like trying to hold on this in, but like also feel it and release it. And this man next to me, there was one firework in the whole show that like popped open in the shape of a heart. And he goes, that's for you. And I was like, oh my God, it's the universe telling me it loves me. And then there was another thing that happened the other night when it was just like similar. It was like another wave of emotion coming through and trying to like process all this and like dry it up so I can go into work and like be charming to tables. And I was just like really struggling to like get there. And this man comes up to me, he asked me my name, and I told him, and he was like, oh, I'm a regular in here, and I always see you, you're just like the nicest smile, and all this stuff. And he was like, I wanted to ask for you and get in your section, but I didn't know who you were, so I couldn't. And I was like, oh, that was nice. But it was also like the universe telling me, like, you know, we're looking out for you, you're doing a good job. People see that you're a shiny person, that you're like putting your love out into the world. And so the universe will show you that love back, you know. Don't close yourself off in bitterness. I mean, you know, be smart, protect yourself, you know, have discernment, but also like don't shut down, don't close off, be optimistic. And look for the ways that the universe is romancing you, right? God is my boyfriend. Try to beat that, huh? He just knows just what I like, right? True love. My true love is God, apparently. I guess I'm meant to be a little nun or a little witch. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. So you can't really have true love until you truly love yourself and you really accept yourself. So that way that you can own all the parts of you, shadow included. When you meet someone that you like and you start spending time with and they start earning the right to your trust and you start becoming more vulnerable and more open, yeah, you have to get to know your true self before you can show someone your true self. And you have to know how to love you and what you really need and what your core needs are before you know how to show someone else how to love you. No one knows how to just do this naturally. It takes communication and effort on both sides. You know, the initial chemistry only goes so far and then it wears off after, you know, a couple of years or whatever. And so then that's when the work starts. But see, in modern day society, a lot of times we either think that it's just time to scrap the whole thing, or we maybe overcorrect and stay too long in relationships that we should leave, right? So yeah, we just have to be real and be open from the start, you know? And if you are already in a relationship, you can always start fresh anytime. And if you're not yet, then this is great because you can be different in the way that you approach your love life. But yeah, just by, you know, being a little bit more authentic. And I mean, you don't want to lay all your cards out at once. You want to take your time in getting to know people. And that's also a good idea. If you want true love, don't rush, because everything feels like true love in the first few months. But take it slow and let all the love drugs wear off and continue to get to know one another. And yeah, be honest with yourself too. And ask yourself, is it true love, or do I still want to hold out for true love, right? Is it authentic, or is this a pattern that I'm just like wanting to pacify myself with right now? Yeah, because it's up to us to make that discernment, you know? Whenever me and my girlfriends are like, why am I attracting this type of guy or this person? I like to remind us that, you know, a bright light is a bright light, and it's gonna attract all the bugs. Doesn't matter if you're trying to attract moths and not, you know, June bugs. They're all gonna like get sucked to the light. So it's up to you to swat them away, right? And so that means you have to be honest with yourself, pay attention to the red flags, know what you want, know what you need, know yourself, you know. Take time to get to know yourself, because that's telling you that you're valuable and worthy of getting to know, you know. And that will put the vibe out to others that you value yourself, and so that you expect other people to value too. And it helps you get clear about what the boundaries are that you want to set. What are your non-negotiables? What are your deal breakers, you know? Get clear on that. And another thing to be noted about true love is that true love is mutual. It is not unrequited. So if you are out there thinking that you're in love with someone who doesn't love you back, you're not. You have an obsessive crush over someone who's not crushing on you back. Love is an experience that is mutual, that is a choice that people enter into, and it's something that they have to keep working at and keep contributing to and keep investing in, because it's always going to be challenged. It's always going to be able to grow, it should be challenged and growing all the time, but also be enjoyable. Like, you can have good times and still challenge one another as partners, right? So you don't want miserable challenges. You want to inspire each other to be more and to do more, right? To become more together than you are separate. All right, you guys, I mean, y'all, make an effort very soon. Stay optimistic about your love life and true love. It's like, this true love's what we're calling in. That's our manifestation. The steps are here. It's like, make an effort and stay optimistic, and it will come to us very, very soon. Before we know it, if we get busy and just have fun and forget all about it, it'll just sneak up on us. Like, we won't even be ready yet. We'll be like, wait, I need more time. All right, y'all, be good, but not too good. I'm going to get off here and water my garden and watch some more Stranger Things. Oh my goodness, this season has been so intense. And I feel like I'm not sure if I'm like at the last episode or if there's more after, and I don't know, but it feels like I really came to like the culmination of a story. But I started watching it before they did that like midsummer break or whatever, so I don't know how many episodes I have or if I'm almost finished with it, but it's been so good. I love that show so much. After this, I don't know what I'm gonna watch, what I'm in the mood for. I've been kind of in the mood for to rewatch The X-Files. That's a really good one. I might wait till like more end of summer, getting into that fall time of year, and I'll also probably rewatch Twin Peaks. It's one of the good ones. But yeah, I need something else to start for summer right now. So that's my plan, y'all. All right, well, good luck out there. Godspeed. Ciao.